started with day 2. Woo! Hey, it's Sam again, and I am here to introduce our second day of feature films. We have 10 more films today to introduce to y'all. We really hope that these introductions kind of intrigue you, and maybe it'll get you to watch some of the films, if not all of them. And it's just really fun to get to hear from the filmmakers. So here are 10 more amazing films in the festival. Okay, so the first film that we're featuring today is Ariane, directed by Emery Gallego. Now this is a French film, and it is mostly set in Paris's Tube, which is so cool aesthetically to see that. And the film's colors are just so vibrant and gorgeous. So it's very aesthetically pleasing film. And it mostly has to do with like love, and it's a drama, it's a romance, it's very nostalgic. I totally recommend that you watch it. It is just so well done in all aspects. And here is the introduction video by the director, Emery.
Hello everyone, my name is Emery Gallego, and I would like to introduce Ariane to you. It's a poetic, romantic, and wonderful film. I really enjoy making it. I was through a difficult breakup, and it took me 2 years to design it, create it, and feeling based on my own feeling. It showed me all the steps I went through during its production. At the time of the final cut, I knew that I've moved in this film, and now an extraordinary memory narrated by two incredible actors. Tiffany is an amazing actress, and I hope you like Ariane as much as I could love this film. I thank Different Productions for giving it the chance. It's a huge honor to be selected for the prestigious festival, and I sincerely hope that this short can make you feel this feeling of being loved. Thanks.
Alright, so the second film that we're featuring today is Cavity, which is directed by Spencer Nicholas. Now, Cavity is an experimental short that mostly incorporates stop motion, animation, and layering of different images to create these really tantalizing, trippy, mesmerizing images that are just so vibrant, and it's a very, very interesting film. I think you'll definitely enjoy it if you go into the film with an open mind and just see what happens. I know I really enjoyed it. It was so vibrant, so unique, and so fun. So here is the introduction video from the director, Spencer.
Hello Fentress Film Festival, my name is Spencer Nicholas and my film is titled Cavity. It is an experimental animated film featuring saturated colors, crazy characters, and a lot of fun, engaging sequences. It uses digital animation and stop motion animation techniques, including claymation. It was a lot of fun working on this project, and it brought many challenges, many difficulties, but it was a ton of fun to learn new mediums and to learn how to use complex editing in order to put my movie together, and I hope you enjoy.
Okay, so the third film that we're featuring today is Counting Down, directed by Oya Babaglu. Now, this film is a drama about a woman who is trying to cure herself or find a treatment for her OCD. Now, this is such an original way to tell this type of story. It's definitely unlike anything I've ever seen when it comes to mental health films. So I definitely recommend watching it. It was really just so captivating. And I think you'll really enjoy it as well. So here is the introduction video for Counting Down by the director, Oya.
Counting Down, to me, is a very special story. This is a story about ambition, dedication, about the struggle to be normal when you are abnormal, the craving to be accepted, creating Olivia, watching Caitlin, our main actress, be Olivia in front of me gave me strength, motivation, and inspiration to acknowledge my symptoms, work on it, and not to worry about being normal or accepted as much. And Olivia Davis is there to teach everyone that lesson.
So the fourth film that we are featuring today is called Dementia, directed by Bella Merlino. Now, Dementia is a documentary, and it has to do with none other than dementia. It is so informative. I feel like it's a really great educational tool, but at the same time, the story that's behind the film is so touching, so just beautiful. It's a family film, and I think it's a great way to introduce this really kind of challenging and confusing topic that is dementia and Alzheimer's. And I think opening up this dialogue and having these conversations is really, really interesting. And I love the perspective that Bella takes the audience on with this documentary. So definitely check it out if you can. And here is the introduction video to Dementia by the director, Bella.
Hi, my name is Bella Merlino and my documentary is called Dementia. And the documentary addresses how the disease affects an individual, but how it also affects one's family and their community as well.
Alright, so the fifth film that we're featuring today is I, Robot, directed by Alina Villamure. Now, I, Robot was created by a bunch of middle schoolers and high schoolers, which is so cool to see such young people creating such incredible art. And I mean, I, Robot is a fantastic film. I totally recommend you watch it. It's a sci-fi film about this robot girl who kind of experiences human emotion for the first time, which is so cool. And let me tell you, the effects that they have in this film are really believable and really well done. So please check it out if you can, and if you're a fan of sci-fi, you'll really enjoy it. But yeah, please watch I, Robot. And unfortunately, we don't have an introduction video from the crew of I, Robot, but if you're interested in watching, here's a little teaser of the film. Okay, so the sixth film that we are featuring today is Fishnap, directed by Alyssa Borkowski. Now, Fishnap is a fantasy comedy that involves puppetry. It relies really heavily on puppetry, and it is so awesome. Like, that's the only way to describe it, really. The film is super vibrant, super unique and original, and I definitely recommend that you check it out. So here is the introduction video for Fishnap by the director, Alyssa.
Hello, I'm Alyssa Borkowski. I'm a recent graduate of UWM, which is University of Milwaukee. I wrote and directed Fishnap, which was my senior thesis here. It's basically a comedy about a struggling man who needs to steal a fish before his mother comes and visits. And due to the COVID restrictions this year, I had to replace most of my actors with puppets, so I had to think around that one. Thank you.
The seventh film that we are featuring today is It's That Season, directed by Kamaya Walker. Now, It's That Season is about seasonal depression, or just depression and mental health in general. It is a really great film with a very important message, but it's told, like, the story is told in such a fun way. It's definitely a lighthearted film in a lot of respects that deals with like a pretty important, relevant, just, I don't know, I think a very relatable subject for a lot of people. And it's opening up a dialogue about something that can be hard to confront, but the way that they tell the story makes it just really fun to watch. So I definitely recommend that you watch it. And here is the introduction video for the film by the director, Kamaya.
Hello, my name is Kamaya Walker. I am a rising senior at North Carolina A&T State University, and I am the director of It's That Season. It's That Season is a story that is meant to personify depression and show what it's like to battle with it. It's actually inspired by my own battle with depression and my recent diagnosis of major depressive disorder and anxiety. So I just wanted to share a little piece of my story and how I see it in a physical sense. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll smile, and I hope that you enjoy it as much as I do. Thank you so much.
All right, so the 8th film that we are showcasing today is Taboo, directed by Naomi Albers and Judith Hahn. Now, Taboo deals with period poverty, which is an incredibly important topic to be discussing. It affects so many countries and so many people across the world, and I think talking about this women's rights issue, because that's really what it is, it's like women's rights to have access to period products, is just so relevant and so important. The story is very captivating and the film is really well done, so I hope you can check it out. You might learn something. And here is the introduction video from the writer of Taboo.
Hi, I am Eva, the writer of Taboo. Taboo is a short film about the 14-year-old Emily and her mother and their struggle with period poverty. Most Dutch people we interviewed didn't actually know what period poverty was, though it definitely exists. Emily and her mother struggle financially and they don't have enough money to afford menstrual products. And with Taboo we want to raise awareness because no one should have to skip out on anything they want to do because they're not able to afford basic human hygiene products.
Alright, so the 9th film that we are showcasing today is Trust, directed by Rebecca Mallett. Now, Trust is a apocalyptic, survival, suspenseful film that has a grungy feel. And it is so interesting. It definitely kept me on the edge of my seat the entire time. And there's a lot of like mystery involved. You're not quite sure what's happening sometimes, but that's part of the story. It's really well done, and if you like those, apocalyptic type films, I definitely recommend watching it. So here is the introduction video for Trust by the director, Rebecca.
Hi, my name's Becca, and I'm the writer and director of the short film Trust that you guys are about to watch. This film is about a man who lives in a post-apocalyptic world, and he encounters a stranger, and throughout the film there's a constant battle of trust between the two. On behalf of me and my wonderful cast and crew, we are excited to present this film to you. We hope you enjoy.
Okay, so the 10th and final film that we are featuring today is Typical, directed by Chris White. Now, Typical it's hilarious. It kind of reminds me of Ferris Bueller's Day Off a little bit, but it's definitely a very original story and script. And Chris takes us on this really awesome, hilarious journey of a man who is about to host a show for the first time, and we kind of go along with him during his day, and it's a great comedy. So please check it out. And here is the introduction video for Typical by the director, Chris.
Hi, I'm Chris White, and my film submission to the Fentress Student Film Festival 2021 is called Typical. I made it during my first year studying TV, media, radio down in County Kerry in Ireland. And it's all about me becoming the new host of the Rose of Tralee Festival, which takes place down in Kerry normally every year, during a normal year. And it's about me waking up late but not realising it, going through my day doing media, and then potentially arriving late and completely missing my big break, which for anyone who knows me might say would be typical. Enjoy the fest.
Okay, so that's it for today's featured films. Please watch those films. They're all really incredible, and I know that the filmmakers would be really grateful if you watched their work. Please join us tomorrow for another 10 featured films, which will include Choice, Growing Peace in the Middle East, Notice Tollins, Rosie, See or Ver, Short, Side Effects, Still Tides, Sunshine, and The Shoes. All right, that's all I got for you today. As a reminder, the filmmaker meetup via Zoom will be happening tomorrow, which is Wednesday. So please be sure to join us.
And that'll be at 10 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow.
Yes, and we emailed you the Zoom link for that, so please check your emails if you're a filmmaker. And if you don't have the link, please be sure to email us and we'll definitely send that your way. We really hope that everybody can join us. It's always such a fun time. We play games, we get to know each other. What else?
Icebreakers.
Yeah, icebreakers. We talk about filmmaking, we talk about the film festival. It's really, really fun, and we love getting to know all of the selected filmmakers, so we hope that you can join us.
Hey there, are you a filmmaker?
Because if you are, we are now accepting submissions to our large main festival, the Fentress Film Fest. So yeah, our 2022 festival is coming up, and we're accepting submissions on filmfreeway.com. The link is below this video, so please apply. We are so excited to see what films you have for us. Thanks!
Thanks for watching, and see you tomorrow.